Dennis Helder is a retired researcher and faculty member at South Dakota State University. We honor him tonight as the 146th person to be initiated as a distinguished engineer since Dean Junius O. Story created the award at South Dakota State University in 1977. Helder was born July 15, 1957, in Sioux City, Iowa. The son of Roger and Irene Helder, was raised on a farm near Canton and showed an early interest in driving tractor and law enforcement. But even in grade school, it was electricity that really flipped the switch for Helder. At his request, his parents bought him a volt-ohm meter in 7th grade, and he did a science project illustrating Ohm's law. As a freshman in high school, he gave a vocational speech on being a TV repairman. Afterwards, a classmate leaned over and said, "Helder, you're so smart. You should be an electrical engineer." He didn't even know what an electrical engineer was. He was about to find out, though. Helder spent his first college semester at the School of Mines, but transferred to SDSU for the spring semester 1976. His farm background continued to influence him. He switched his major to animal science, but continued to be interested in electrical engineering. In fact, in fall 1978, he worked for Dwayne Sander, then an electrical engineering professor, on a project in which they built a pH transmitter and put it in a cow's stomach. Helder earned his bachelor's degree in animal science in 1979 and his electrical engineering degree in 1980. Degrees in hand, Helder worked as a radio frequency design engineer for E.F. Johnson Company in Waseca, Minnesota from 1980 to 1982, and then farmed in the DeSmet area and operated Agritonics, his own two-way radio sales and service business geared toward farmers. In fall 1983, Helder decided the time was right to add a master's degree in electrical engineering. He also was working as a grad assistant on an electric tractor. It was also during this time that he got his first taste of teaching and found he liked it well enough to get a doctorate, which he earned in 1991 and made education his career. He needed a dissertation topic and chose one that had interested him since eyeing the book Digital Image Processing on a colleague's bookshelf in 1986. With digital image restoration on his mind, he approached June Thormatsgaard at Aros Data Center near Baltic. Thormatsgaard, the image mapping and research development section leader, gave Helder a problem that neither NASA nor Aros could fix. The Landsat thematic mapper had started dropping scan lines. We were looking for a fix. There were people around the world that hadn't been able to correct it, Thormatsgaard said. Using a university computer, Helder figured out an algorithm to remove lines, or bands, from satellite images of the Earth that were created by the camera. So happy was Thormatsgaard with Helder's work that she sent him more assignments. Helder founded the SDSU Image Processing Laboratory in 1990. It is the oldest and most successful laboratory in the college and has an international reputation as an innovator in satellite calibration. Under current director Larry Lee, the lab continues to be a leader in the calibration field. Helder pioneered new methods that improved accuracy from a 15% error rate when he began to just over 1% when he retired. Virtually every optical satellite in orbit bases its calibration on techniques developed by the Image Processing Lab. In 2004, the U.S. Geological Survey showed its appreciation of Helder by bestowing him with the John Wesley Powell Award, the highest civilian honor that the USGS can bestow. In 2012, Lou Brown, who served as dean from 2001 to 2018, nominated Helder for the rank of Distinguished Professor. He became the first, and to date, only person in the Lower College of Engineering to hold that rank. Helder served as Associate Dean for Research from 2010 until his retirement in 2019. During that time, research expenditures for the college doubled. Personally, Helder brought in more than $27 million in research funding during his career. Though retired, Helder continues to stay active in the field as Senior Technical Advisor for KBR, which is the firm that contracts with the U.S. Geological Survey for the operation of AROS. Explaining his role, he said, "In a nutshell, I solve problems no one else has the expertise to solve." In his retirement, he is also handling a few other tasks no one else has the expertise to handle, such as being grandfather to his 15 grandchildren. Dennis and Susan Helder have 5 children: Virginia, Ben, Cam, Laura, and Ethan. The Helder brood, which is soon to grow by another grandchild, can be found in Georgia and Texas, as well as South Dakota. So while Helder continues to apply the skills that made him a distinguished professor, he is also relishing the opportunity to become a distinguished grandpa.